Hello, everybody. So, podcast for March 15th. Here we go. So, what you guys are going to do is there are word problems, and they're going to give you some information. A is the amount of money that you start with, or amount of something that you start with. It doesn't have to be money. It could be bacteria. It could be amount of radioactive material. There'll be a rate, so that equals R. Now, you got to be careful. The rate needs to be written as a decimal. So that's right now that's 3.5%. So you have to write that by moving the decimal 2 places left. So that's the R, 0.035. What will the population be after 15 years? So then this is your time. Okay, so we have an amount we start with. So that's A. We have a rate, and then we have a time. So you've got population instead of Y, in this case it's population is going to be 5,000, 1 plus 0.035 raised to the 15. So you just grab your calculator and you're just going to type it in. Okay, so 5,000, come on, maybe it doesn't like the pen, maybe I got to use the mouth, 5,000, parenthesis, 1 plus 0.035 is 1.035, close the paren, raise it to the 15th, and hit enter, and you got it. And it says, whoops, come on. It says round to the nearest whole number. So that would be 8377. 8,377 would be your answer. Okay, in case you can't see it on the screen, it's a little too small. 8,377. Okay, because it's dealing with people, so you're going to round to the nearest whole person. Okay. Now this one says decay, so you're going to use this pattern, but it starts out the same way. This is the amount that you start with, so this is going to be your A. That's the starting amount. R is your rate. Now remember, it's got to be written as a decimal. So R is equal to, move it 2 places, 0.276 is remaining after 12 minutes, so that's your time. Round to the nearest tenth of a gram, so that's 1 decimal point. So you're going to have, let's see, so it would be, I guess the mass of it is equal to the amount you start with, 730, 1 minus 0.276 raised to the 12. Okay? So then you're just going to grab your calculator and type it in. So 730, parenthesis, 1 minus, I don't know what that is, whereas the other one I could just add it, so I'm just going to type it in, 0.276, close the parenthesis, raise it to the 12th. And notice you don't have to figure that number out. You can just type it in as is, and in case that's showing up really small, how about that? Okay? You don't have to figure this thing out. You just type it in, let the calculator handle it. Enter. And it said to the nearest tenth of a gram, so that's the nearest point, the first decimal point, so 15.1 would be your answer. Okay? These next two I'm not going to actually work out. We're just going to talk about it because the wording is a little bit different. It says depreciate. Depreciate would be a decay. Come on, pen. Would be a decay. So this one's a decay. So you're going to use the amount 1 minus the rate raised to the time. Okay? This one doesn't say growth or decay. It says you put in $1,600 in an account with an annual interest rate of that much. How much will be in the account after 25 years to the nearest cent? Okay? That's going to be a growth. So you're using the A, 1 plus the rate raised to the time. Okay? Now remember, cent would be the nearest 2 decimal places, so it would be the nearest hundredth. Okay? When it says round to the nearest cent. Okay? All right. That's the name of your guys' assignment. It's really just a choice of these 2 formulas, and can you type it in your calculator? Thank you much, and don't forget you have to translate R. Just to say it again, your R would be move it 2 places left. Okay? R would be 2 places left, 0.0525. Okay? All right. Thanks for your time.